Antonio Conte defends little man comment after spat with Man United boss Jose Mourinho. Manager Conte, whose side face in the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final at Stamford Bridge, has traded an increasingly bitter series of insults with Mourinho over the past few days. Conte first responded when manager Mourinho issued a jibe about clowns on the touchline by accusing the Portuguese of losing his mind. Then when former Chelsea manager Mourinho referred to the match-fixing scandal in Italy that Conte was cleared of, the Italian responded by calling the Portuguese a little man and fake. And Conte was in no mood to back down from his tough stance. When was asked if he regretted his words, he pointed to his stern face and said, "I have this look of a person that regrets. I don't think so. I think we both said things, and we'll see what happens in future." Asked if the row could damage the reputations of the two clubs, Conte was dismissive, saying, "This is not a problem for the club, it's a problem between me and him. I stop." The League Managers Association and the FA have declined to get involved in the escalating series of barbs between two of the leading managers in the game, but the Chelsea manager made it clear there was no point, saying, "It's not important, involving the association, you understand." He used serious words, serious words. "I won't forget this." Conte had also at the weekend insisted that he was ready for any confrontation with Mourinho, the next of which is due to come on February 25 at Old Trafford when the two sides meet, unless Chelsea reach the Carabao Cup final, which is on the same day. The Italian had also had a dig at under-pressure Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger, hitting back after his rival had accused Eden Hazard of diving to win a penalty in the 2-2 league draw between the clubs last week, calling the Frenchman old. As he prepared for the second of a three-stage confrontation with the Gunners over this period, Conte insisted he had no problem with the Frenchman, and that he did not hate anyone. Wenger too has had a long history of spats with Mourinho. Conte, who will have Hazard fit for this game after recovering from a kick, said, "I made a comment about Arsene because he mentioned my player. Otherwise I have respect for what every coach thinks. Every coach has their own opinion and we must respect it if you don't offend anyone. It is not true that we both hate the same person. I don't hate anyone." Chelsea are expected to play a strong lineup tonight, with Hazard, Alvaro Morata and N'Golo Kante all returning after missing the FA Cup draw at Norwich on Saturday. Conte is adamant that he wants to reach the final because the chance of retaining the league title looking increasing faint thanks to Manchester City's relentless progress. "When you start the season you try to do the best in every competition," said Conte. "Now it is very difficult to fight for the title because there is a team that is doing something extraordinary. We are in the semi-final and our task is to try to reach the final. And then to try to win this trophy. To play another final this season? Yes, I'd like that." Conte also admitted that he was disappointed to miss out on Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch defender who was a target last summer but instead moved to Liverpool in a £75 million deal. He said, "This is football. For sure he was our target. We can have a lot of targets but you must be able to reach those targets. The transfer market is not simple for any club.